Good morning, everyone. Do you know I'm very happy today? Do you know why? Because I received a letter from my friend today. That's after a long time. Have you received any letters from your friends or relatives at any time? Have you written any letters to them? Do you know how the feelings will be if you write a letter and if you expect a letter from them? I'm going to share that letter with you actually, whatever my friend has written. But before that, do you have that experience? Just think of it and try to experience it by writing letter to your friend or any other relative. I know these days we SMS, we WhatsApp, we call our friends. But when I was a small child, at that time, we were expecting some letters from our friends and relatives. We were waiting for that letter. And when we used to get that letter, we were so excited to open that letter and read. So when that postman was coming and saying, letter, we were running there to take that letter and then to read that. And we were taking the letters and writing, and that posting the letter was a different kind of experience for us. It was a different kind of good experience we had. I know you don't have that type of experience because you are writing those informal letters, I think, only in exams. Correct? Exams. Informal letter. Oh, I mentioned something, right? Informal letter. Then how many kinds of letters are there? Let's see that before I share that letter with you. Letter. Letter writing. So let us see how many kinds of letters are there. There are, how many kinds of letters are there? There are 2 kinds of letters. Do you know which are those? One is informal letter and another one is formal letter. Oh, what are the difference between these 2 letters then? Informal letter is also called as personal letters. Formal letters are also called as business letters or professional letters. Personal letters. What do you mean by personal letters? Personal letters means personally will be attached to some people, maybe relatives, friends, or maybe colleagues, different people. So here we express our emotions, we are bonding with them. So this is the letter written to our friends or relatives. Written to our friends or relatives, etc., with some personal emotional feelings, Then, what is this formal letter, business letter or professional letter? Here, we write this letter not to our friends, not to our relatives. We use for official purposes. Means to speak to authorities, dignitaries, seniors, maybe in a working place or government offices, banks, etc. In this informal letter, we use conversational style. Means it will be in a way we speak with our friends or relatives, like a friend's chat. But here, in a formal style, we have to use kind of a language, that is a formal language, and this has a format too. Here some rules and regulations are there to follow, but here we don't have many rules to follow. This letter can be a small one or maybe an elaborated one. So it doesn't have any limit. You can elaborate it, you can write 1 or 2 pages, but in this formal style, can you write pages together? No, they don't have time to read your letters. So here this letter should be short, simple, in a simple language, that is especially a formal language, and it should be to the point, as I said. So I hope we understood what are the different types of letters and how we have to write those 2 letters. Means what type of language we have to use in those 2 types of letters. I'll revise. Letter writing, we have 2 types. One is informal letter and another one is formal letter. In informal letter, we write to our friends, relatives, our colleagues, whomever we like to write to, and formal letters we write for the official purposes to authorities, dignitaries, officers, seniors, etc. in a working place or in a government office or in banks, etc. Here we use a conversational style, means we almost speak like the way we speak in our day-to-day life. In formal letters, we use formal language, which has to follow some rules and regulations, and we have a format to follow here. So I hope we understood what are the different kinds of letters, and it's time for you to see what my friend has written to me. Shall we read that letter? We'll see what my friend has written to me. If I show you the letter and read, you cannot read it. So I have written the letter on the board, and you can see that what she has written to me. Shall we see? See, here she has written some number. So it's the door number, then the street, then the place. So it is the address she has written here. What has she written next? What is this? This is date. Yes, she has written date as 19 July 2020. Then she has written Dear Suma. So she has addressed me. Dear Suma. This part, do you know what do you call this Dear Suma as? This is a salutation. What is this? This is a salutation, or you can call it as greeting, or you can call it as greeting. Then she has written the letter from here to here. See, from here to here she has written. Do you know what we call this part as? We call this part as body of the letter. Body of the letter. In this body of the letter, can you see some paragraphs? She has written 3 paragraphs here. So first one, this part is the introductory part. So she has given the introduction here. So here she has said, it's been a long time since I heard from you. I hope you and your family are keeping well. So this is the way she has started the letter. So this part is called as the introductory part of the letter. Then she has written the actual subject here. So this is the body of the letter, main body of the letter. What she has written here? She has written, do you remember how we were spending our time in our farmhouse? We were playing, roaming inside, eating many fruits, planting, etc. During this pandemic time, you might be feeling very boring. Why can't you join us for a few days? Wow, what a nice friend actually. What offer she is giving to me. Yes, let me see that actually. Let me think whether I have to go or not. Next, in the next paragraph, she has concluded. So, body of the letter can be divided into three parts. One, introductory part. First, you have to ask how they are and you have to initiate the letter there. And then the actual body of the letter comes in the second paragraph, and then you can conclude in the third paragraph. So, in the concluding part, what she has written, I am excited even at the thought of you and I spending together after so long. I'll be expecting you soon. So, this is the body of the letter she has written. Then, what she has written at the end? At the end, she has written your affectionately. What she has written? She has written yours. This has to be yours affectionately. And then she has written her name. This is her name. Niharika. Then here, yours affectionately is also called as a complementary clause or subscription. This is called as a complementary clause or subscription. So once again we'll see what is the format of an informal letter. What is the format of an informal letter? In informal letter, first we'll write the address, then the date, then salutation, body of the letter. It can be divided into three parts: introductory, actual body, and then the concluding part. And then you can close it by saying yours affectionately, yours lovingly, etc. Then you can say your name there. So this is the format of the informal letter. As I said, why can't you write a letter and send to your friends or relatives just to have a different experience in your life? And then this will be useful for your exam. Try to write many more letters, practice, so that in your exam you can score full marks. Okay then, can you write a reply to this letter to your friend? Just imagine your friend is inviting you and you have to write a reply to this letter. Maybe you are going and maybe you are not able to go there. So how do you write a reply? Write your reply as an assignment for this. Let's take another example of another letter now. Here they have written, imagine you are one of the players in the story. Write a letter to your friend describing the baseball match you played. Use the format given here for your letter. So observe the format here. Already we have discussed the format. On the left hand side, what we have to write? We need to write sender's address. Then date, salutation, body of the letter, subscription, your name. Your name is sender's name. So, this is the format of the letter. Let's see the body of the letter now. Body of the letter is, I am writing to tell you about the baseball match we played last weekend. Our school team played against St. Mary's. They are a better team, but we gave our best nevertheless. We gave them tough competition And although they won the match, our self confidence has increased. We will practice even harder now and push ourselves to become the best. Then the complimentary close, and this letter is written by Thanvi. Shall we take some assignments based on this? First assignment is write a letter to your friend by expressing your inability to join her in her farmhouse. Second one, write a letter to your sister who is admitted in the hospital. Third one, write a letter to your mother saying about your studies. Imagine that she is staying far away from you and tell how you are studying. So write a letter about your studies. So this is your assignment for today. Okay then children, take care, bye.